Last night, the Giants were grateful for a long-awaited offensive outburst. With signs pointing to a lineup coming back to life, it was all smiles in the dugout. And if hitting is contagious, then perhaps things will continue. The Giants look to keep the offense in full swing for the rubber match of the series. Giants, Pirates, next. Beautiful afternoon for baseball here at AT Park as we come to you from 3rd and King. This is the final game of this 3-game series and the final game of this homestand. All right, I'm Dwayne Kuiper along with my partner Mike Krukow. And, you play 3 teams on a long homestand and you get a chance to win 1 series out of the 3. And the Giants are going to have to win today to do that. And I think that this is a big game and it's important.
Well, it is a big game because not only could they win a series, but they could win that last game at home that propels them into the long road trip. And this is going to be a long one coming up, opening up on Friday in Florida. But more importantly, it also is a lot to do with Jonathan Sanchez. They need for Sanchez to get back on track. They need for him to be able to control the strike zone and be consistent and confident in that strike zone. When he's in the zone, when he has his confidence, there's no other left-hander in the game that's quite like him. He's unique. So hopefully today is that day he gets it going.
All right, Jonathan Sanchez on the hill this afternoon. All right, we come back. Amy G is going to take a look back at Dave Draveki's day in 1989. She'll do that right after this.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Your San Francisco Giants came through with a big bounce-back win over the Pirates last night, shutting out the Bucks 6-0. And today they have a chance to win the series before heading to Florida to begin a 10-game road trip. Welcome back to the ballpark. I'm Amy Gutierrez. Now, if you are not familiar with the story of former Giants pitcher Dave Dravecky, it's one of pure perseverance and incredible inspiration. He's the focus of our McDonald's True Story, this date in Giants history. We take you back to August 10th, 1989, after battling a cancerous tumor in his pitching arm and a grueling rehab. Dravecky defied all odds and returned to the Major League mound. He faced Cincinnati. He went 8 innings, gave up 3 runs, and struck out 5 to lead his team to a 4-3 victory. I spoke with his then teammate, Mike Krukow, who said Dravecky never doubted that he'd return to the Major League stage and said that that day might as well have been a movie script. That's how special it was. Now, just 5 days after that start, Dravecky broke his arm while throwing a ball. He eventually had his arm and shoulder amputated, and today he travels the country as a motivational speaker. Dave Dravecky, a shining example that anything is possible. All right, the final game of the Giants homestand ready to take place in moments, but first we're going to take you to our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update. Hang with us, it's coming up right after these messages.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Homestand is about to come to an end. Our game time weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open every day. 65 degrees here at the yard. Winds at 8 miles per hour. It is clear and warm, and the humidity is at 65%. And another sellout. How about that? Each two teams has won a game in this series. Each team has been shut out in this series. Giants did the honors last night behind Madison Bumgarner, and it was Charlie Morton on Monday as he shut out the Giants 5-0. The homestand right now, the Giants are 3-6 on the homestand. 4-6 sounds a whole lot better than 3-7. Here's the Pirates lineup. A little different than the first two games in this series. The leadoff hitter is Andrew McCutchen, then Steve Pearce. Garrett Jones has had a good series. Then it's Ludwig Diaz, followed by Brandon Wood. Ronnie Cedeno will hit 7th. McHenry 8th. And Karstens will pitch and bat 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the left-hander Jonathan Sanchez. Sanchez, 28 years old. He's 6 feet tall, 200-pounders in his 5th year at the big league level. And these are his numbers in 17 starts, 4-6 with a 4.10 ERA, 96 strikeouts against 61 walks. For Sanchez, basically a three-pitch guy, a fastball that'll go low 90s with a slurvy breaking ball and a split that he'll use as his changeup. Lifetime against these Pirates, he's 2-1. Last outing against the Phillies, he had it going pretty good till about the 5th inning. He kind of ran out of gas. So as he rebuilds arm strength and stamina, Skipper would like to see him get up around 100 pitches today, take it a little bit deeper into the ball game, and as always, give his team a chance to win. That's your goal as a starter. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Jonathan Sanchez. Starting in the outfield, it'll be Rowan, Torres, and Ross. That is the starting three. Carlos Beltran another day off. Cabrera and Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Keppinger and Huff on the right side. Eli Whiteside will be in the squad, putting down the sign for this man right here, Jonathan Sanchez.
So Jonathan Sanchez has done a good job against the Pirates lifetime.
Now, especially the last two starts, 2-0, no ERA, 16 strikeouts and 14 in the third. So he is comfortable throwing against the black and gold.
The only time he got lit up against the Pirates was the first time he ever faced them, and that was in 08.
Yeah, first time doesn't count.
No, you get a mulligan for the first time. So here's McCutchen. 3 for 10 in the series. Sandoval in at third. Speedy McCutcheon waiting on the first pitch of the ball game, and it's a fastball high. One-0 pitch to McCutcheon is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Home plate umpire is Alfonso Marquez. McCutcheon, 15 home runs, 64 driven in, and now it's 3-0. The rest of the umpires: Hickox, Rapuano, and Honora from first to third. So Sanchez trying to throw a strike to the first hitter of the ball game. And it's not close, and that's a 4-pitch walk.
Alfonso Marquez is a low ball umpire, and you have to earn your corners with him. If you show him you can throw strikes, you'll start to get a bigger zone. If you are wild, you will not get those corners.
So here's Steve Pearce. Now you've got speed at first. McCutcheon with 17 steals. And Sanchez is going to have to keep him close and try to throw a strike. And it's not close, and it's 2, or make it 1-0. And now Sandoval and Whiteside will go out to the mound, and Bruce Bochy turns his back and walks to the back of the dugout.
Now, the one thing you have very little patience for if you're a manager is the ability to throw a strike. I mean, you just assume that your guy can throw a strike. And that's just a basic assumption. And when you have a guy who's had a history of struggling with his command, when he comes out and opens up the game 5 balls in a row, you start to grind a little bit, especially when you know how important this game is. Giants are not a great team when they get down early in a ball game.
And McCutcheon goes, and it's a strike, and the throw down to second is late.
Very opportunistic steal. You get a guy who's throwing 5 balls in a row, his concentration all of a sudden becomes to the glove, and he gets a very deliberate break home. High leg kick, good jump, no chance for Eli Whiteside.
One ball and 1 strike to Pierce, hitting .221.
Low with the changeup.
First start for Pierce in this 3-game series.
Well, you saw the numbers for Andrew McCutcheon. He's 5 for 5 when he tries to steal third. So you really have to mix up his rhythm at second base.
Andres Torres is going to catch, and McCutcheon is thinking about tagging. There's the catch, and a perfect throw by Torres, forcing McCutcheon to stay.
It's a big out. That's a non-productive out.
So here's Garrett Jones. Jones hitting at .249 with 13 home runs, 44 driven in. Sanchez spins around and chases McCutcheon back, although McCutcheon doesn't have a very big lead at all. And this pitch is wide, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Jones is 0 for 5 lifetime against Jonathan Sanchez. And Ryan Ludwig is on deck. And this is popped up. Torres again with a beat on it. 2 outs.
Just a get it in breaking ball, and Garrett Jones, who's been the hottest man on this Pirates club for the last couple weeks, had a pretty good pitch to hit, and he popped it up. You saw the reaction he had once he put that thing in the air. He was not happy. Watch the Gumby shoulders when he pops it up. I mean, that's a hanger right there. Oh.
Darrell Evans would be proud. Here's Ludwig. Ludwig 1 for 8 against Sanchez, lifetime hitting .238.
Sanchez just cannot find strike one.
McCutchen with his lead at second, and Ludwig takes one in tight. And Sanchez is just going to have to prove to Marquez that he can throw a strike.
Yeah, man, that's the kind of guy Marquez is. I mean, if he has it in his mind that you're wild, he quits looking for strikes. And these are all, close to the inside corner, but not getting any of them simply because he opened it up. 5 balls, 5 wide, and that's the way umpires are. Some of them, and Marquez is one of them.
Two balls and 1 strike on the breaking ball.
I mean, right now you got to throw it right through the toilet seat cover to get a strike.
That Diaz would hit if Ludwig reaches here in the first. Three and one. This will be the 15th pitch here in the top of the first inning. And Ludwig way out in front, 3-2.
That's the best pitch he's thrown today. A 3-1 changeup, and I mean, that's a pearl. And with that, Ludwig takes a walk. Sets it up beautifully, commits to it, good arm action. And Ludwig's still looking for about 8 more feet.
McCutchen goes, and Ludwig hits a long foul down the left field line.
Yep. Left-hander brought his glove. Her glove. Made a play. Nice going.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And a little flare, and it's going to be a base hit. McCutchen comes around to score, and Ludwig with another 2-out base hit.
Well, he doesn't get great wood on it, but as strong as he is, he doesn't have to get a base hit. So the walk comes back to hot Sanchez here on a 3-2 breaking ball, runs right up his bat. I think it even broke his bat.
Here's Matt Diaz. Diaz takes a strike. 262 with 16 RBIs. He's 1 for 8 in his career against Jonathan Sanchez. Ludwig, not much of a threat to steal, and that pitch is low and in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates 5 games under 500. It was just a couple of weeks ago that they were in first place. Diaz, Huff, side retired. Giants are coming up.
take a look at the lineups for the Pirates, or for the Giants rather. Leading off will be Andres Torres, Jeff Keppinger in the 2-hole, Pablo Sandoval in the 3 spot. Aubrey Huff last night, 3-hit night, including a homer and a double. He's hitting cleanup. Cody Ross in the 5 spot. Orlando Cabrera will bat 6. Aaron Rowan in left field bats 7th. Eli Whiteside batting 8th, and batting 9th will be Jonathan Sanchez. And the gentleman on the hill today for the Pirates will be Jeff Karstens. And for Karstens, 28 years old, in his 5th year at the big league level. He's a 4-pitch guy: fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. An excellent command pitcher. Look at the almost a 3-to-1 strikeout walk ratio.
Torres looks at a strike. 230, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. In the series, he's 1 for 6.
See the movement on the fastball from Karstens. It's got a nice little sink. He'll throw a lot of 2-seamers, especially left-handed hitters.
And the bunt. Karstens goes down, flips it to Jones.
Take a look at the rest of the Pirates defense playing behind Jeff Karstens. Ludwig, McCutcheon, Diaz, that's your outfield. Cedeno and Pierce on the left side. Wood and Jones on the right side. McHenry will be in the squad, putting down the signs. With Jeff Karstens, you're going to get a lot of ground balls. Let's take a look at the play that Karstens make. Right-handers fall off the first base side. I think it's a better bet to try and push one down the third base line because his momentum's going to the first base line. But nevertheless, a nice play.
It's Keppinger who takes low and away.
Let's take a look at our Ultimo. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Slides into it, gets a grip, a little backhand shove. Nicely done.
Hit on the ground to foul. Keppinger 1 for 4 with a run scored in the game last night. He doubled off the wall. Doubled off the wall in left center field. Good breaking ball, 1 and 2. One thing Karstens has done that Sanchez didn't do is he's convinced the home plate umpire that he can throw strikes. And Keppinger is retired.
Big, slow curveball. Nice touch on that pitch. Well, it's time for the HP Touchpad Inside Stat. Highest career average at AT&T by Giants. Minimum of 120 plate appearances. Well, Ellis Burks, Pablo Sandoval, and Barry Bonds. I'd go to war with those 3. Love to hit here at AT&T.
Here's Sandoval at .310, 12 home runs, 42 RBIs. First pitch is wide. Sandoval does have a couple of hits lifetime against Karstens. So he's 1 for 8 in the series. Fouls this one at the plate to even the count.
Now, the point you make about the strike zone that Marquez, the plate umpire, will have for Karstens is a good one, because Karstens has come right out and he's showing him all his pitches. He's got them all in the strike zone, and an umpire will start to look for strikes with a pitch like that. It'll seem like there's 2 different strike zones today because of that.
Down the right field line, hit very well, and out of here. The home run is back at AT&T Park.
And that ties a major league record.
It ties the game is what it does.
The last 19 home runs the Giants have hit have been solo shots, and that ties a record that the Philadelphia Phillies set back in 1914. The last homer with a runner on was July 6th, and Nate Sherholtz hit it.
So it's 0-1 to Aubrey Huff. And Huff with a big swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Cabrera telling everybody that Pablo's going to hit 2 today. Inside to Huff.
Breaking ball, he gets up just a little bit. Just a big, strong man line drive. Sell it right over the Willie Mays wall.
Huff lines it foul.
Wall out in right field, exactly 24 feet high, in honor of the great Willie Mays. And Pablo Sandoval just cleared it.
Got him. Sandoval ties it up. Huff not happy. And it left the yard. It's bye-bye, baby. It's the Pirates 1 and the Giants 1. And Padres in for 2. Then it's the Astros for 4. That's a long weekend series. And then the Cubs are in for 3. Less than 30 regular season home games. Go to sfgiants.com. Here's Brandon Wood. 1 ball and no strikes. Wood hitting .231 with 7 home runs, 25 driven in. Foul back. Another pitch that was up in the strike zone. On deck is Cedeno. It's better. It's 1-2.
His off-speed stuff, I think right now he's got a better feel of with the strike zone. That's not anything new. We've seen that happen before, where it's been the slurve and the split that's really gotten him through. Just he really never could rely on the fastball. That was placed well, right on the hands at 91.
Wood has started at a different position in every game in this series. Started at short on Monday. He was at third last night, and today he's the second baseman. And Sanchez gets the strikeout.
Good breaking ball. Well, Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Wendy's. You know when it's real.
Here's Cedeno. Cedeno 1 for 6. Lifetime against Jonathan Sanchez as he takes the first pitch wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. You see the catcher, Michael McHenry, in the on-deck circle. Top of the second inning here at AT Park. Cedeno tops this one to the backstop. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Cedeno was at short last night and he went 1 for 3. This will be foul and out of play down the right field line. It's always a popular ticket, the midweek day game. And I can't remember the last time there was not a terrific crowd for these day games. Another pitch out of play.
Much better delivery this inning than the first inning. He's not feeling the strike zone. He's throwing right through it right now. And he's got his second stage movement right there at the end. And that's what makes him special. That's what's always made him special.
Keppinger. 8 puts it away. 2 down here in the second. So here's McHenry, who started on Monday. In that game, McHenry went 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts, but he was the guy behind the dish, putting down the numbers for a shutout with Charlie Morton on the hill.
There's a first pitch strike. Right down around the knees where he needs to be. That is such an important thing with any pitcher. But with Jonathan Sanchez, it tells you all about what kind of day he's going to have. Bang. Right there. 2 things you look for. You look for knee-high control and you look for his ability to plant that inside strike to right-handed hitters. If he does that consistently, he's going to have a day.
And a 3-pitch see you later. As Sanchez appears to have it going right now. It's 1-1.
web sensation Ashcon has been hard at work. He's got a new edition of The Authentic Fan ready for folks. It's there right now at theauthenticfan.com. He takes you behind the scenes of Comcast Sportsnet's fun barbecue that we had last week. Mike Krukow able to dunk Dwayne Kuiper's son. You can see video of that, I'm sure. Check it out, theauthenticfan.com. Dwayne Cole seemed a little chilly at that barbecue, huh?
Yeah, he did. He's not happy with you, that's for sure. That's what she said. Cody Ross with a high foul down the right field line and out of play.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice play.
Oh, and 2 to Cody Ross. Ross trying to get it going. You can see the numbers, 246. He's not happy with that. One and 2. Cabrera and then Rowan. Hit off the end of the bat to Cedeno, and Cedeno, very nice move, throws out Ross. 1 out. Here's Cabrera.
Now there's the standings flag out in right field. Giants on top of the Diamondbacks by a half a game. Both teams equal in the loss column.
I think the flag next to that one is the best.
The one that Brian Wilson put up?
That one right there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I almost forget that was this year that Wilson put that up.
I remember he was concerned that he had put it right side up.
He did not want it to be backwards or upside down. And a 3-pitch strikeout to Cabrera. 2 outs, 3rd strikeout for Karsten. And here's Rowan. Rowan hitting .245. Does have a couple of lifetime hits against Karstens, 2 for 5. And Karstens just off the plate. Eli Whiteside would hit if Rowan reaches. And that's roll foul, 1 and 2. Arizona and Houston will play tonight. And a long look in, and Rowan never leaves the box, and the 1-2 pitch, and Rowan hooks it on the ground, foul. Steve Mankin down the third baseline. Low, good take by Rowan, 2 and 2. Karstens again taking a lot of time in the 2-2 pitch, and Rowan strikes out swinging on a high fastball, and that'll end the inning. 3rd inning coming up. It's a 1-1 ball game. It's time for Subway Eat Fresh Ash Crook and Kipe. Art from Half Moon Bay and many others. He wants to know, why does Crook say Gamer Babes from Half Moon Bay? Well, can I say something first?
Yeah.
Here's Karsten's. Art's from Half Moon Bay.
He should know.
Self-explanatory, isn't it, Art?
Come on, Art. You should be telling people why I say Gamer Babes from Half Moon Bay.
Come on, Art. I mean, the question should have been is, how come you didn't say it sooner? Art.
That's hard Art from Half Moon Bay.
2-0, by the way, to Karsten's. And you're not going to get anything close. It's 3-0.
Now that pitch right there absolutely ticked off Jonathan Sanchez. And the other thing about Marquez, he's got a short fuse.
I remember that.
3-1 to Karsten's.
If he thinks you're showing him up out there, that strike zone will get even smaller. So you really have to bite your tongue with him.
And he just pours that one in and needs to throw it there again. And the 3-2 pitch wasn't even close. Now advantage Pittsburgh when you walk the pitcher to lead off the inning.
Now the last time he had a leadoff walk was to this man here, Andrew McCutchen, to start the game off, and he came around and scored. So that walk did come back to haunt him.
One ball and no strikes. McCutchen, an all-star this year. And he's having an all-star season. Swing and a miss. One ball and one strike.
And you're seeing Whiteside go with the breaking ball. Can't rely on the fastball right now. Not in a get it in situation.
High and deep to left field. Rowan's going to look up, and this one is way gone, and it's a 3-1 lead now for the Pirates. Never good when you walk the pitcher to lead off an inning.
No, it is not. The 1-1 split that McCutchen was not fooled with at all. I mean, that's one of the biggest home runs we've seen out there this year. And he knew it. Dropped the bat. Number 16 on the year for McCutchen. This one impressive.
So Pierce ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0, and Eli Whiteside's going to go out. And so is Dave Righetti.
Watch his back leg throw, and here comes the hips. Everything in sync. Not a big stride either. He's got a pretty compact hack. A lot of power. And Jeff Kuiper, our producer, said like the toy cannon. Does remind you of Jimmy Wynn. And one more look at normal speed. He's got the whole package. He's got speed. He's got power. Hit for an average. Excellent defensive player.
3-0.
There are no corners on Jonathan Sanchez's strike zone right now.
And a 4-pitch walk. And folks getting a little antsy sitting in the seats here at AT&T Park.
Now, you don't want your defense to start dropping their heads either. And Guillermo Mota getting the call. Not surprising with an off day tomorrow. Bruce Bochy knows his bullpen's rested, and he is not going to hesitate to go to it.
So Pierce takes the walk. Garrett Jones hit a fly ball to center field in the first. And inside, 1 ball and no strikes.
He's starting to show his frustration. You can see it. And he's getting Marquez is getting an earful from the Giants bench. I mean, it really is 2 different strike zones right now. One for Carsons and one for Sanchez, but Sanchez has not earned the same strikes that Carsons is getting. At least not in the eyes of Alfonso Marquez.
The 1-1 on the ground to Huff. Huff steps on the bag, and now in a rundown is Pierce, and he throws it away, and it'll roll into the dugout. So what could go wrong went wrong on that play, and he gets to go to third. That's the sad part.
Unbelievable. Well, everything looks like they're going to get what they want, a double play. And I'm not really sure as to why Huff missed the ball.
I think Cabrera threw it too late. I think even if Huff catches it, he's not going to tag him. I mean, as an infielder, you have to determine when you're going to get out of the baseline, because you don't want to make contact. As Ludwig pops this one up into center field, and Torres is going to catch, and we're going to have a play at the plate. No, as it goes all the way through, and Ludwig is out on a fly ball to center field.
Well, you watch Pierce, timing on it a little bit late perhaps, but he never had any intention of going. So he just wanted to bluff and make a good throw, cause a throw from Torres, hope that it was an errant throw that would allow him to score. That's all he was trying to do.
Diaz lined out to Aubrey Huff in the first inning, and he takes the first pitch high, 1-0. I think did it hit him?
I think it may have clipped his shoulder, and that's why it got away from Huff. There's your answer.
The 1-0 pitch to Diaz, swinging a little flare into center field, and it's going to fall. And Diaz comes through with a base hit, and it's 4-1.
Well, the 2-out base hits for the Pirates in this series have been impressive.
Two walks in this inning, both have scored. And here's Brandon Wood. Remember, this inning started off with the pitcher drawing a walk. And the first pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes. So the Giants have to come back. They trail by 3 here in the 3rd inning. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dodgers are playing this afternoon. They lead the Phillies 6-2. That game in the 4th inning. One and 2.
There's a fastball called strike, outside corner. Now a chance to finish him off. One thing Jonathan Sanchez knows how to do, and that's strike people out.
One and 2 to Brandon Wood. 2 and 2. Wood strikes out to end the inning. 3 runs, 2 on the home run by McCutchen. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Whiteside, Sanchez, and Torres to face Jeff Karstens. And Whiteside with a bunt. And he beat it out. Sneak attack, Eli Whiteside.
Well, what do you say we make that our forward right choice? They play the third baseman back. They don't think Whiteside's going to bunt, and he's not so fast, my friend. And a perfect bunt at that. So he and Chris Stewart, both Giants catchers, very good at the drag bunt. And a leadoff runner down 3 runs. That's important.
Here's Sanchez, who has a chance to help his own cause by laying down a bunt. And he pushes it back to Karstens, and Karstens on to first. Goes 1-3. Dave Fleming will join us in innings 4, 5, and 6. Dave is ready to go. So here's Torres. Breaking ball is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Torres tried to bunt in the first and was thrown out by the pitcher. Fouls it out of play to even the count. See, Grandma and Grandpa were digging for that ball, and Grandpa ended up with it.
Nice going, Grandpa. You got to work on that.
Yeah, it's about time you gave it to me. Thank you, by the way.
That's what she said.
1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2.
All right, let's watch him give knuckles.
Okay,
there you go. Okay, nice going.
Give me that.
1 for 2.
Start time.
You're going to hurt yourself. Here's a kiss, though.
Yeah.
Nice going, Gramps.
Two and 2. McHenry over by the seats, and he'll put it away. All right, here's our Farmers Insurance report card. Most consecutive losing seasons in Major League Baseball history. And for the Pirates, they got it. 18 seasons from 93 to 2010. You got to go way back to 1933 to 1948 by the Phillies.
Phillies, 2 of those bad stretches.
Here's Keppinger. Keppinger takes a strike. It's the one thing Carson's has done that Sanchez hasn't done, and that's get a strike on the first pitch.
And it's such a clear example of how important it is to come out of the bullpen throwing strikes just to persuade the umpire to look for strikes. I mean, you got 2 different strike zones going today, and it's obvious. One for Carson is big. It's got corners. Get that umpire looking for strikes when he's out there. The other one, it's small. Pez is not looking for strikes. He's not anticipating a strike. Therefore, you don't get many corners for Jonathan Sanchez.
Keppinger, little pop-up down the left field line. A long run for Ludwig. It's going to be foul.
We have a winner. Oh, yeah. It's fun to be a hero. Everybody's psyched.
0-2 to Keppinger. Keppinger fights this one off.
It's a big run out there at second base. The Giants need a 2-strike, 2-out knock. I mean, those are the type of hits that start to rebuild the confidence of a team offensively.
Keppinger gets tired of waiting, so he steps out. And now Carstens is ready. And now McHenry says, all right, we got to talk. We got to talk.
Dude, I've put down 5 pitches. You only have 5 pitches. "39 pitches, 30 have been strikes." Quite a different ratio for Jonathan Sanchez.
Got him. Keppinger out looking. Dave Fleming will be in. It's 4-1 Pirates.
Well, it was a very big game for Giants catcher Chris Stewart last night. He hit his very first career major league home run after 10 years of playing professional baseball. He told me after the game he wasn't sure it was ever going to come and actually would joke to the guys in the clubhouse about not having hit one, even challenging Madison Bumgarner to a race to see who would hit one first. It was good to see Chris do it. All right, Dave Fleming joins us now in the booth. Let's get up to Dave and Mike.
Thank you, Amy. And indeed, Dave Fleming is here to join us. So, David, welcome.
Thank you, Mike. Glad to be here. Giants could use a jolt like Stewart's home run from last night in this game. Trailing 4-1. Talking about it, Amy G spoke with Chris after the game. Here it was.
The fastball middle in. He says, I got every bit of it. He says, if that thing didn't go out, I'd be bunting the rest of the season.
He got it out by plenty.
The reaction by the Giants in their dugout, that was the best part.
Swing and a miss by Cedeno. Good pitch from Sanchez there to strike him out.
All right now we're going to ask our trivia question. It's brought to you by AT&T. The question today: who are the last 2 Giants pitchers to hit 5 or more home runs in their career with San Francisco? The last 2 Giants pitchers to do it.
Okay, that's a good question. Giants have had some great hitting pitchers in their history. No big home run totals on this current Giants pitching staff. McHenry fouls the first pitch back.
Yeah, I do believe that you're going to see some home runs from Vogelsong and from Bumgarner before it's all said and done.
Matt Cain's got a couple.
Hey, he's usually good for 1 a year.
Yeah, when I say couple, I'm sort of being general there. Mike McHenry, the catcher and the 8th place hitter. So it's the bottom part of the order. A chance for Sanchez to have a little easier inning. It has been a struggle for him. Of course, I say that, and a key moment of the game was his walk of the pitcher, Jeff Carstens. Strike 3 called.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, he came out, really had struggled with his control in the first inning. Came out the second inning and just locked right into a great rhythm. Had an easy inning. Comes out the third and looks like he did in the first. But here in the second inning, or the fourth inning, now he looks like the guy in the second inning. So he's going Jekyll and Hyde right now.
Matt Cain has 4 career home runs, by the way. Just don't want to shortchange him. Jeff Karsten's the pitcher for the Pirates. Behind the count 0-1. Strike 2. Sort of the story of Jonathan Sanchez, all wrapped up into one 4-inning stretch here today. Missed with that breaking ball.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, he's always teased you. At times he looks like he is the most unhittable guy in baseball, and at other times his lack of command just it really causes him problems. And you get the feeling that he beats himself at times.
That's not a good feeling to have. Strikes out Karsten's there and strikes out the side. So strong inning for Sanchez. Giants trail though 4-1.
Is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, time to ask and answer our trivia question brought to you by AT The question today: who are the last 2 Giants pitchers to hit 5 or more home runs in their career with San Francisco? Our survey said, well, Jason Schmidt and the Caveman, Donnie Robinson. And the Caveman, for most of his career, he was a reliever. He could hit.
Really good hitter. Jason Schmidt, who was such a great ace for the Giants, he was unusual because I don't think you would call him a really good all-around hitter, and yet he would run into one and hit it a long way.
And he'd have the funkiest swing doing it, but yeah, he would. I mean,
the Richie Sexson, Ben Arm home run swing. Sandoval takes a home run kind of cut there, almost falls down. Pablo took a home run cut and connected in the first inning for number 13 on the year for him. That is the only Giants run so far against Karsten's. Takes that one high.
Karsten's working a nice crisp pace.
That's definitely part of his game plan. He missed with that curveball. Work quickly, throw strikes, stay aggressive.
He's really got a nice feel of that curveball, too. He can throw it about 6 different speeds. He can make it short, quick. He can make a big balloon out of it.
2-2. Sandoval pops this one up. Kind of a late break for Ludwig, but he's got plenty of time to get there for out number 1. Well, we hope you'll join Hall of Famer Willie McCovey and Giant celebrities at the Willie McCovey Golf Classic presented by EMC Thursday, August 25th down at Harding Park. 18 holes of golf. Chance to meet lots of Giant celebrities. All proceeds benefiting the wonderful Giants Community Fund. There's still spots available. They will not last, though. Log on to jrgiants.org for more info. Huff out in front of that off-speed pitch for strike one. There's number 44. Stretch.
I love that statue out there across the cove.
The aptly named McCovey Cove. And Willie has done a whole lot for Junior Giants baseball over the years. Huff with another hit, and he's going to try to turn that into an extra base hit. He will. Matt Diaz couldn't get it out quickly enough. Aubrey Huff with a double.
Anytime you have a night like he had last night, you always, when you're coming out of it, you always hope you could do it the next day. And this is an excellent swing. Great balance through the hack, lets the ball get deep and just barrels it right through the right side of the field. And let's take a look as he heads out of first base, heading in, safe at second, safe and secure, and that is New York life.
Well, I think that's a good point. You don't want to get hot for one day. I mean, Aubrey Huff is looking to sustain something. And he's in scoring position for Cody Ross. Strike one with the curve.
I'm not really sure that he hit first base. Yep, got it in the inside corner. Yeah, perfect. You got it. And that's exactly where you're supposed to hit it. So he nailed it.
The 0-1. Fastball misses.
It's the one thing, you know, when you instruct kids on how to run bases, I mean, that's the proper place to hit the bag when you're starting to turn and getting a push-off step to the next bag. And you never want to alter your stride. Whatever foot comes up, you want to hit that foot on the stride in that corner of the bag. A lot of guys who are right-handed like to use their right foot, but you'll see that his left foot comes up in stride with the bag, and he just goes right with it and hits that perfect spot and uses that first base sack as almost like a starter's block at a track meet to get a nice push towards second base. And that is textbook perfect.
Good job by Aubrey Huff to get himself into scoring position. We'll see if Cody Ross can get him home. 1-2 the count to Cody. It's one foul.
Good pitch to hit.
He had a few pitches to hit in last night's game. Ended up getting credit for a hit. Just a pop up into shallow right field. But he's another guy looking to get it going. I thought Aubrey Huff, it was fun to talk to him after the game last night because he made the point, hey, I'm trying to get hot and I think I've got something going here, but my job is not just to hit little singles. I got to drive the ball. So another extra base hit for Huff. Ross takes one up and in. Not necessarily try to hit home runs, but Huff knows in the middle of that order they need him to hit the ball hard, drive it all around the ballpark, knock in some runs. Two-two pitch to Cody Ross, and he hits a curveball to left. Ludwig with the catch.
Now that right there is the thing that gets you. When you're looking for base hits, you go up there in a two-strike at bat, you turn around and barrel a good breaking ball and hit it right on the nose. And you look out and there's a guy standing there waiting to catch it. And you're thinking as you head back to the dugout, what do I have to do? I mean, this is a good at bat. And it's a big league hang with it. It'd definitely make you talk to yourself heading back to the dugout.
Or make you do that.
You can sense and understand his frustration.
Cabrera right back up the middle. Base hit for Orlando Cabrera. And Huff will come in to score. Giants get a run closer.
That's exactly what they need. They need that two-out knock. That's the one that's going to turn them around as a group mentally. See Aubrey Huff acknowledge the effort by Cabrera. Good pitch to hit, high fastball right above the belt, but doesn't try to do too much with it. Just use the middle of the diamond. It's a disciplined at bat, and there's your reward. A 2-out RBI, get your team a run closer.
Well, the Pirates have had so many of those, at least relatively speaking, 2-out run-scoring hits in this series. It is nice to see the Giants come up with one. There's such a huge lift for a club.
Yeah, you get that kind of a hit, and all of a sudden you get a guy out there like Rowan with power, runs into one, you get a tie score.
So we'll see. Rowan struck out his first time up against Karstens. Big curveball drops in. He threw it even slower that time.
Yeah, that's what I mean by good touch. Add a little, subtract a little.
That one was just 69 miles an hour. Rowan hits a high fastball foul.
A little crossover step, drop down. I mean, Carson's got a lot of little tricks out there that he could show you. Just to change the look that he gives that hitter. So now with 2 strikes, you make your adjustment. That's the one thing about Rowan. I mean, he can still jerk you in a 2-strike count.
Swings and misses, though, through that breaking ball. So Karsten strikes him out for the second time. Giants do pick up a run, though, and they trail the Pirates 4-2.
Of the season is to Denver to see the Giants take on the Rockies. Join Giants legend Dave Dravecky and see the Giants make a run for the postseason. Plan to spend an orange and black weekend in the Mile High City. So grab your spot to Denver today before it sells out. Call Giants Vacations at 1-800-670-0858 or book online at sfgiants.com/Giants Vacations.
We hope to see you there. For the Giants and the Rockies, Andrew McCutchen leads off, the leadoff man for Pittsburgh, takes ball 1. Giants got a run back in the last of the 4th, so they trail by 2 now, 4-2. There's ball 2 to McCutchen. Giants have the Pirates here. They're going on this trip to Miami, to Atlanta. They got Houston a couple times. They have Chicago coming up. But all of September, every game in the month of September is against the National League West.
I can't remember the last time I saw that, if I've ever seen that. Usually, I mean, since they've had the imbalanced schedule, and the imbalanced schedule has provided all kinds of scheduling problems for the league office. And that being one of them. I mean, you get down to the month of September, you want to be in your division. Traditionally, you were, but now there's always, like, you know, you're playing your division, all of a sudden 3 games against Pittsburgh, 3 games against Milwaukee.
Now is ball 4, and Jonathan Sanchez has walked another hitter.
Well, you saw Guillermo Mota head down there in a quick hurry. 2 balls into the count. starting to get loose. Well, Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by 30 Minutes or Less in theaters August 12th. Rated R.
Great view of AT Park from up near where Andrew McCutchen hit a home run earlier today. That was a big home run.
Yeah, that was a long potato. That's one of the longest ones we've seen hit here this year by a right-hander.
So it could be motivation for Sanchez to have pitched him carefully there. McCutchen, though, with his speed now on the bases, there's a strike to Steven Pierce.
Well, here's that home run you're talking about, Dave. It was a split, and he was not fooled on whatsoever. And when it was all said and done, about 2/3 of the way up over the Yahoo section in the left center field wall.
McCutchen, you see him there standing next to Aubrey Huff, and he is not a big guy, but he's just such a good athlete. He's got those quick hands, strong wrists, and he generates a lot of power. He's got 16 home runs. That one bounces, and Eli Whiteside has no idea where it is. He finds it, though, at least in time to keep McCutchen at second base.
Catcher has absolutely no chance when it hits the front lip of the plate.
Yeah.
Actually, it got past the plate. It should have been blocked.
There's still a fastball. I think the part of your point is, at least, a fastball can be so unpredictable. But
well, fastballs and splits, I think, are the hardest ones to block because they do stay down and they can skim. But he didn't have good blocking techniques in that effort.
1-1 is inside. Ball 2.
And that's a big 90 feet. Now with a runner at second, nobody out, this is a strikeout situation.
Steve Pierce, who has walked and flied out, would like to find a way to get McCutchen to third at the very least. Swings and misses.
Excellent changeup. Been a very good pitch for him today.
You made note of Mota in the bullpen. Santiago Casilla has joined him. Sanchez has at least gotten here into the 5th inning, so maybe Bruce Bochy thinking he might be able to get away without using his long man. There's a big bouncer. McCutchen takes off for third. Cabrera, his play is to first base, and he throws out Pierce. The daring base running by Andrew McCutchen.
Well, and that's an experienced shortstop, too. I mean, that play has to be there. You talk about minimizing big innings. Early in Cabrera's career, he may have risked it. Throwing to third here, he takes the one out. You do that, you get the out. Now you challenge your pitcher to get the strikeout with a runner at third and one out.
And it was beautifully judged, I think, by McCutchen right off the bat. He saw that it was not hit hard. So he's at third base for Garrett Jones. Takes ball 1 inside.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the rule of thumb is if you're at second base and that ground ball's hit in front of you, you don't go. But if it's a slow ground ball and you've got the speed of McCutchen, there are exceptions.
Giants defense, a little extra pressure now. The infield has come in. Lefty against lefty matchup. Ball 2. You have Ryan Ludwig, the right-handed hitter, out on deck, and this could be it for Jonathan Sanchez right here.
Oh, you're right. If he doesn't get Garrett Jones out, if he gets on base, I got to believe that Bruce Bochy is going to go to the pen with the right-hander Ludwig on deck.
2-0. Jones bloops one into right field, base hit. McCutchen scores, and the Pirates get that run right back. They lead 5-2. And Bochy is coming out. So Jonathan Sanchez gets through 4 1/3 innings, and another ragged start for the Giants left-hander. He'll leave with the Pirates ahead 5-2. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Jonathan Sanchez out of the game, so the Giants go into their bullpen here in the 5th, and the right-hander Santiago Casilla comes in the game.
Let's take a look at the numbers. 30th game that he's come into. He's coming off the disabled list. 2-1, 1.76 ERA. Casilla is a workhorse type of a pitcher where you could go to him 4 days a week, and a couple of those times he could even give you more than 1 inning. That's how solid he can be to a bullpen. Invaluable arm. I mean, really, he's done everything since joining the Giants bullpen. I mean, he's either closed. I think back last year in Pittsburgh, he was the guy that closed out a couple ball games.
Well, that's a good point, and he's going to be tested here today because of what happened just last night. Casilla in the 9th inning of a 6-0 game, and partially because the Giants made an error behind him. But he also walked a couple batters, didn't give up a run, but needed 34 pitches to get through the 9th inning last night. And here he is back in the game this afternoon. And on with Ryan Ludwig up, 1 out, a run in for the Pirates. Garrett Jones is the runner at first base. Casilla's first pitch is a ground ball, and it finds a hole. That was not hit real hard, but Ludwig picks up his 2nd hit of the game.
Well, I mean, he was pitching for it. Nice two-seam fastball down around the knees. Got the ground ball he was looking for. So you have to try and do it again with 1 out. Runners at first and second. This is a very critical point in this ball game right here.
Well, the Giants, number one, they are not built to play from behind big. Matt Diaz, the hitter. That was a good slider from Casilla for strike 1. Number 2, this Pirates team, I mean, the Pirates have a closer who is an all-star, who's just having a tremendous year. Pirates have a lead late, and they're very tough. That's when the Pirates become real dangerous. They close out games. Diaz hits that ground ball to short. Cabrera to Keppinger to Huff. Double play. Nicely done by Santiago Casilla. 5-2 Pittsburgh.
Of the 5th, and the Pirates lead 5-2. You may have noticed since Orlando Cabrera joined the Giants, when he reaches base, he often salutes back to the Giants dugout. I asked him about it recently, and he said when he joined the Giants back on July 31st, Pablo Sandoval immediately nicknamed him El Capitan. Now, I talked with Pablo, of course, that translates to the captain, and Pablo said it was an instant nickname because Cabrera comes to the Giants with many accolades and his winning ways, the lucky charm, and a grinder. So it all applies. Dave, Mike?
Grinder, Mike McHenry's going to have to grind that one out. He just took a foul ball right off his chest protector. There it is. Capitan. So what does that make Pablo?
El Presidente.
He's teeing you up for that one. McHenry's okay.
Let's watch our Ultimo, brought to you by Toyota. Word hit him right in the right shoulder. You know what you fear as a catcher? Getting another one in the same spot. Oh, man.
Ooh.
That is agony.
Mike McHenry. They nickname him. You can sort of see his stature there. The Pirates have taken to nicknaming him Fort, as in Fort McHenry from Francis Scott Key days. And the idea is nothing gets by the Fort. He is apparently a very good defensive catcher.
Well, he's built like a ball blocker.
And yes, the Pirates and we realize that his last name is spelled a little differently than the historic site. So you don't need to send us an email, but still a good nickname, I thought.
The Fort.
Fort McHenry. Giants down by 3 runs here. First time Whiteside came up, he bunted for a base hit, and that was beautifully executed. Another foul ball.
He's not fooled by those breaking balls. He's kept his balance in those last 2 swings. Putting up a good fight.
Yeah, Mike Fondo out on deck, the pitcher's spot. Whiteside lines a base hit into center field.
That's a great at bat right there.
Nice job by Eli Whiteside. He's 2 for 2.
Well, check out Chronicle Live today at 5 and at 11 tonight, right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Dave Benn's going to host Chronicle Live, the Bay Area's hottest ticket in sports talk tonight. Jerry Rice, the Hall of Famer for the Niners, will be there. Ray Ratto, the CSNBayArea.com senior insider, will be there. Monty Poole, the Oakland Trib, will be there. So join us if you would. Looks like this boat's going to run right into the stadium.
Don't do that. There you go. Wind started to pick up out on the water. It's blowing out toward left field here now as Fontenot hits for Karstens. The slow curveball in for a strike.
You know, as you start to find the Giants gathering momentum and confidence offensively, they're going to have a game like this where they get down by 3 or 4 runs and come back and win it. That is when you start to really feel like you're starting to swing it.
Ball 1 to Fontenot. There's that wind we're talking about.
Yeah, it's definitely picked up, and it's going right out to left field. So hitting the ball to right field right now, you're going to have to get every bit of it. You will get carried to left field. You will get carried to center.
Fontenot to left field and shallow. Ludwig for the out. Well, I think after Whiteside led off with that hit and the pitcher spot coming up, I bet that Bruce Bochy contemplated using one of his pitchers as a pinch hitter to put down a bunt. And maybe if the Pirates hadn't added to their lead, if it had stayed 4-2, he might have done that. The Giants are shorthanded on the bench today.
Carlos Beltran is not a guy that Bruce Bochy will use, at least not at the plate.
And Nate Scherholtz could be used, but he's banged up. A right hip flexor injury. Torres takes a curve and another strike with that pitch for Karstens. But if this game were a little closer, still in the 5th inning, Bochy might have used, say, Vogelsong or Matt Cain, somebody like that, put down a bunt, set up the inning from there, save Fontenot for a situation later in the game. But that 3-run lead, I think, probably helped make his mind up. One ball, one strike, the count to the leadoff man, Andres Torres. He's 0 for 2 today. Nate Sherholtz had a hip injury last night's game when he was running the bases. Ended up scoring a run late. And you can see him there as he walks off. He's holding that right hip, and he was okay to stay in the game, but it was bothering him. So he's out of the lineup today. He most certainly would have been in this starting lineup today. Torres pulls that one foul.
Yeah, they just don't want him running. And you can't play defense when you're sore in the hip. The starting and stopping is what wears you down. But I do think you could pinch hit him.
Yeah.
He's got a bat in his hands.
1-2 to Torres. Ball 2. Now Sherholtz has really started to swing the bat better here these last few games. Jeff Karstens, the pitcher for the Pirates, has been this year much tougher on right-handed hitters. So you know Bruce Bochy, before that injury happened, was going to have Sherholtz in the lineup. Whiteside the runner at first, and Karstens will pay some attention to him.
Just to let him know he's out there.
Middle infield set up for the double play ball.
Good take right there. He had a chance on a 2-2 pitch to go out of the strike zone down at his back foot. And Torres spit on it. It's not that easy, that big curveball that Karstens features.
So now the count is full, 3-2, and a walk is a good play for the Giants. They're down by 3 runs. Trying to put some pressure on Karstens. The 3-2 with Whiteside running is lined into left field. And Eli's going to turn for third. He'll make it there without a throw.
Nice at bat. And he beat a good pitch. They went on the outside corner. It looked to me like it may have been a changeup. And this was not a hanger. It was off the plate. You try and pull that ball, you roll it over. It's a double play. Here you stay inside it. You go the opposite way. And that is a disciplined swing of the bat. And look at Eli Whiteside go. First and third, no hesitation. Eli can run a little bit.
Yeah. By the standards of a catcher, for sure, he can run. And now Jeff Keppinger comes up in a spot where it won't take a hit for the Giants to at least get a run closer. Now the Giants might be looking for a little more than that, but it's still just the 5th inning. And picking up that 1 run at third is important right here. Pirates are going to conference on the mound before Keppinger hits.
Yeah, they're going to get a little activity, I believe, in their bullpen.
And, you know, they also could well be chatting here. Giants and the Pirates scout the Giants before a series. Giants like that play, and particularly with a guy like Torres at first base, where they send the runner at first and sort of dare a team to throw down to second, try to make something happen on the base pass. I don't know if you'd use it down by 3 runs, but maybe this meeting is just to buy some time for the bullpen.
Yeah, I think it is. That hurdle the skipper for the Pirates. You know, they'll play aggressively in this game in regards to the bullpen because they have an off day tomorrow. They'll get on a plane and fly out to Milwaukee after this game and open up a weekend series Friday. But tomorrow is an off day for them, so that simply means the manager can extend his bullpen, get into it early if he wants.
Keppinger 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, which does not happen often to him. First and third, 1 out. Keppinger is the possible tying run. There goes Torres running, and a curveball they will throw down. Not in time.
That's a big play. I mean, a guy like Karstens, because of all the breaking balls and the sinkers he throws, he will get ground balls. And for the runner at first base, I mean, there's always a chance that one pitch can get him out of an inning. Picks a great pitch to go on. And despite a pretty good release time from McHenry, good jump by Torres allows him to steal the base. Now you have 2 runners in score position.
So a base hit now would be huge. Keppinger ahead of the count for the first time in this game. pulls one foul.
Now you still think fly ball. It's fifth inning. You need to play for one run right here, and the situation calls on a fly ball deep enough to score that runner from third. You get a base hit, you score them both. I mean, all are much better, but you still are thinking about the situation at bat. Get something up that you can get it deep enough in the outfield to score that runner.
And that shot, you could see the infield is back as well. Keppinger, that curveball fooled him. He hit it foul. So for a rare time, we're seeing Jeff Keppinger against a pitcher he's just not that comfortable against.
Well, you're right. And the 2 strikeouts, I mean, that's an obvious that he's not seen them well. But boy, you see a one-on situation, middle infielders playing back like this. With Keppinger up, you're thinking that's an automatic run, because he's so consistent to put the ball in play.
1-2. And that curveball strikes him out swinging.
That's a hat trick, and I don't know if he even has a hat trick this year.
Wow.
Well, it is the 5th inning, the Coors Light 5th inning, and now it's time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam, and we're going to go back to Pablo Sandoval, who stepped up in the first inning with 2 outs and tied the score with the swing of the bat. It was home run number 13 of the year, and that's our Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
So what a huge second out for Karstens and the Pirates. Still 5-2 Pittsburgh. Second and third, now 2 down. And a spot where a ground ball could have gotten the Giants a run. Now they'll lean on Pablo Sandoval. First base is open. We'll see how aggressive Karstens is against Pablo. Helps to have Aubrey Huff swinging the bat well. Huff is now on deck, and it feels like a little more protection for Pablo. Maybe a little bit more of a motivation for him to get a pitch to hit here.
Well, I think McKinley's going to go out there and basically tell him, though, you've got an open base. Now, with a hot hitter like Huff, you have second thoughts about using him. When he was not hot, it would be an automatic 4-pitch walk here, and you send Sandoval, who's been the most consistent hitter for the Giants this year, to first base. And the point that Dave makes is a really good one. This is when you will get pitches for Sandoval when you don't normally get them, simply because Huff's hot.
Well, what a pickup for the Giants. A base hit would be here. Way up and outside. Not close. Ball 1.
And they may do the semi-intentional walk thing, thinking that the aggressive Sandoval may go out and chase. Take 2 shots at it. If he gets to a 2-0 count, they may just intentionally walk him.
And he is aggressive, but I'm not sure he's going to swing at a pitch like that last one. So we'll see. Pablo chops one to second here, and he went after a pitch out of the strike zone. Wood throws him out, and the Giants miss a great opportunity. 2 men stranded. It's still 5-2 Pirates. Sixth inning here at AT Park in San Francisco. One day after Grateful Dead night here at the ballpark. In celebration of that, the Giants have brought in a big assortment of Grateful Dead Giants merchandise, ranging from license plate frames, infant onesies, jerseys, and all kinds of stuff. Tie-dye prints. Products available exclusively at Giants dugout stores. And right here at AT Park, all that Giants Grateful Dead merchandise can be yours. It was quite a night here last night.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like Friday night on a Tuesday night. Very festive, great attitude.
Pretty festive here today. Different vibe for the afternoon ball game. Lots of folks enjoying McCovey Cove, San Francisco Bay. Well, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Third pitcher of the game for the Giants, right-hander Guillermo Mota.
39th time he's taken the ball from Bruce Bochy. You see his numbers, outstanding numbers, and of late he has just been on fire. Strikeout total has just been going way up, and he has been almost untouchable.
Brandon Wood takes strike one from Mota. Mike Fondo also stayed in the game to play second base, so Keppinger comes out, and I'm sure a very frustrating day for Keppinger. That number 2 spot of the order now is the pitcher's spot. Wood to right center field, and pretty well hit. Ross is sprinting back there, so is Torres, and Andres Torres gets to the ball and somehow hangs on.
You talk about some athleticism. This ball takes on a ton of personality as it starts to get out in that gap. You got sun, you got wind, the ball slicing away, and watch the karaoke as he does a whole 360 in order to catch this thing. And the look on his face was priceless. Wow, great play.
He's too fast. He almost outran his coverage there.
Here's where the wind starts to mess with it. Go full speed into a 360. And look at the look. Woo.
Okay.
How you like me now?
That was an exciting out. Brandon Wood retired. Here's Cedeno. He goes to bunt. Mota off the mound. The bare hand pickup throws him out. No problem.
To tell you how dominant Guillermo Mota has been, he has struck out 11 of the last 21 guys he's faced. And now 10 of the last 17 outs he's recorded have been by strikeouts. And that's including the 2 outs he's got in this inning. But he's making it look easy.
Yeah, he's really been good. The problem is that Mota is more often used when the Giants are behind in a game and behind by a decent margin. And he's had to pitch a lot lately with the Giants in this little funk. But he's really done a great job. And I don't think there's ever been a point in his career where he's been a long man, and yet that's sort of the job he's taken over on this Giants staff.
Well, the Giants starters are so consistent to take the ball deep into the ball game, and the long man here he only has to be responsible for 2 innings at most.
Yeah, different definition maybe than in other places.
I mean, every other team always has a long man that is capable of throwing 75 pitches, which means you can get through the lineup and give you 3-4 innings. Sometimes more.
Guillermo can be like a 50-pitch pitcher if the Giants need that from him, something like that. But he has saved his bullpen teammates a lot of different times this year. McHenry lays off that slider, 1-2.
But you're right. He comes into a lot of games like today where the Giants are down by 3. And I mean, those aren't glamour innings to pitch, but those are the innings that are so significant for a team's ability to come back.
McHenry to right center field. That'll be a hit. Torres showing off that speed again, cuts it off and holds him to a single. You give your offense a chance to come from behind. You save the rest of the bullpen for a different spot on a different day. Lots of benefits to having a guy who can come into a game like this and pitch well. Karstens, because he got out of that jam in the 5th, earns a chance to stay in this game. Hits for himself with 2 down. Giants had 2nd and 3rd with 1 out, and their 2 and 3 hitters coming up didn't score. Karsten's a big play earlier in this game was at the plate and drew a walk against the starter Sanchez. He then scored on the home run by the on-deck hitter here, Andrew McCutchen. And he's ahead right now 2-0.
Taking all the way as well he should. Well, it was a frustrating day for Jonathan Sanchez, and he has some work to do as mechanics to get back where he has command of that fastball.
That's it, the fastball command.
Well, that's his key. I mean, today he really survived with his split and his breaking ball. The fastball just was not reliable for him.
His start against the Phillies in some ways was a little more encouraging. The first time through, he really blew him away, pitched great, and seemed to run out of some steam or get out of whack, whatever it was. Today, right from the start, he was in trouble. Well, full count here. Mota obviously does not want to walk Karstens, the pitcher. So he's got to find a way to throw a strike here. Runner takes off, and Karstens strikes out swinging. Aubrey Huff will lead it off for the Giants in the last of the sixth. Pirates lead by 3.
Sports at Bay Area is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new Jumbo Breakfast Platter for just $2.99 plus tax at Jack in the Box at participating restaurants.
From downtown San Francisco, bottom of the sixth, Pirates leading the Giants 5-2, the deciding game of this 3-game series. What an afternoon at AT Park, and yet the Giants have to come from behind. The Pirates threatening to win this series. Pittsburgh came in here with a 10-game losing streak, but this is a much improved team this year, and Jeff Karstens has been a good pitcher all year long, and again this afternoon. See if Aubrey Huff can get the Giants going here. 1 for 2 with a double. Ball 2. Now this has been a big part of Huff's week. He has been getting ahead of the count much more often.
It's so significant. You start getting better pitches to hit.
Ball 3.
2-0 changeup with a 3-run lead. Karsten senses Aubrey Huff is dialed.
That's a strike. Huff was not sure, but the call went Karsten's way. Still a good hitter's count, 3-1.
Just to get it in fastball.
That one is hit hard, but right to first. Jones sort of knocks it down. Karsten's covering for the out. Well, you're not going to get a hit every time you get ahead in the count, but it leads to good things happening. And even there, Aubrey Huff had a good swing on that pitch.
Ball was hit hard.
Now Cody Ross, who is a frustrated guy these days. Cody's had 9 hits since the All-Star break. He is 0 for 2 today. Still hitting .244 for the year. Lined out to left field his last time up. He's ahead of the count 2-0.
Well, in those 63 at bats that he's had since the All-Star break, 21 strikeouts, and that's the thing that really starts to wear on a hitter. His last at bat, however, he had a good AB and a 2-strike scenario. He hit a bullet to left.
Here he hits a hard ground ball. Diving stop at third by Pierce. He's up with the ball, and it's not handled at first by Jones. Well, Cody Ross needed a break.
That should be a base hit.
Should be. I think it will be.
It's one thing to hit and be in a slump, but then all of a sudden you come out of a slump and start to hit bad luck. I mean, this is a great play by Pierce. Gets up just a low throw, and Garrett Jones can't come up with it. An excellent play to the backhand by Pierce. I mean, it would have been the play of the game in the infield.
So it's a hit for Cody Ross. 1 out single. Orlando Cabrera at the plate, and the Pirates are going to get the bullpen going again. Orlando Cabrera, big 2-out RBI hit his last time up. That's Daniel McCutchen warming up. And Mike, you made the point last inning, Clint Hurdle and the Pirates, they can afford to be very aggressive with their bullpen. They haven't needed it much in this series, and they have an off day tomorrow, so the bullpen is very fresh. First pitch to Cabrera. Foul ball. How about the story in Los Angeles? Giants saw firsthand how the Phillies have gotten so hot on offense. They were down 6-0. Cabrera swings and misses. It was 6-0 in the third inning. Dodgers leading. Phillies have tied that game at 7.
Yeah, they're playing good ball right now.
That was Vance Worley who just got clobbered by the Dodgers.
Yeah, he's got a big league, no decision today.
Yeah, he'll take it. Cabrera strikes out swinging. Man, those last 2 breaking balls just totally fooled Orlando Cabrera.
Yeah, that breaking ball for Carstens has really been an effective pitch against the right-handers. He got Jeff Keppinger with it 3 times here. It's the 2nd time he got Cabrera. He's facing Rowan. He's already got him twice with it. I mean, that's 7 strikeouts and 3 guys, all right-handed.
This is a guy whose strikeout totals are not big. He's not a strikeout kind of pitcher, but that curveball has been a strikeout pitch today. Throws another one and misses with it. Ball 1. That was a good shot of that strike 3 to Cabrera, because you can see from the hitter's perspective it looks like a strike most of the way to home plate, and it just dives down and away. Rowan dunks one into right field for a base hit. Cody Ross stops at second. Aaron Rowan, his first hit of the day. And now the Giants get Eli Whiteside up there, and Eli, as much as anybody on this Giants team, has seen the ball well against Karstens. 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. One was a bunt hit. So maybe you wouldn't say he saw the ball real well that at bat. He bunted it well.
Well, I think you're always going to see it good if you're going to bunt it. That's the one thing when guys make up their mind that they're going to try and bunt for a base hit, then they bunt it back to the pitcher and they're out. They always see that ball so well.
Yep.
They're always, gee, I wish I would have swung at that one.
Whiteside, I think he saw that one pretty well.
Well, I thought his last at bat was really a good one. He got to a 2-strike hole, fought off a couple of pretty good breaking balls, never lost balance in his swing, and then in a 2-strike situation took a line drive right back up the middle for a base hit. It was an impressive at bat.
Two on, two out for the Giants. Tying run at home plate here. Whiteside's got some pop. He's hit 4 home runs. Swings and misses through that curve. Now that has been deadly to the Giants today. And I'd be shocked if Karstens throws anything but that pitch here. Phillies, by the way, are up 9-7 now. They threw it, and Whiteside took it.
Well, nothing surprises me when you're talking about the Phillies offense.
I think it was Ryan Howard who went deep to put Philadelphia ahead. Since the Giants left Philadelphia, the Phillies have lost 1 game. Strikes out Whiteside with that curveball. So another chance for the Giants, but the Giants do not score. Kipes coming back to TV. 5-2 Pirates.
No way!
All right, time now for our Toyota game summary, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Pirates 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors. The Giants 2 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. And Jonathan Sanchez, all 5 runs scored against him, had problems with his command. 4 walks, and all of his walks scored. Andrew McCutcheon 1-for-1, 2-run homer, a long potato back in the 3rd inning. And Pablo Sandoval, a solo shot today, and add it all up, it's 5-2 Pirates with the top of the 7th inning. And here again is Dwayne Kuiper.
All right, Mike Mota will pitch the 6th. We'll start out here in the 7th. You have the bottom of the order in the 6th. Here in the 7th, you'll have the top of the order. McCutcheon has been on base 3 times, 2 walks and a home run, and he scored 3 times. In at 3rd is Sandoval. And a good breaking ball from Mota. No balls and 1 strike.
Well, during this hot streak that he's had, that breaking ball, that slider has just been, we haven't seen anybody square it up. It's been an unhittable pitch.
Inside, it's a ball and a strike.
At one point in 5 innings, in those 15 possible outs, he struck out 10 of them.
There's that pitch again. It's 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Steve Pearce and then Garrett Jones. Giants have out hit the Pirates 8 hits to 6. But as Mike mentioned, the 4 walks that Sanchez issued is the difference.
They have really haunted the Giants today. All 4 scoring.
McCutchen hit with a breaking ball. And he's on base now for the 4th straight time. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
All right, Dwayne, on a lighter note, last night the Giants celebrated the Grateful Dead, held a tribute night, the 2nd annual, and the Giants' own Tim Flannery, third base coach, joined a couple of the original members of the Grateful Dead on field before the game to sing the national anthem a cappella. Not an easy task by any means. Tim and I talked all about it today, and you can check it out at csnbayarea.com. It's an Amy G's Giants exclusive, and gentlemen, I got it out of him. He was scared. He admitted it.
Yeah, he'll admit it.
Well, when you're singing with a couple of legends, yeah. And plus, when you're singing the high part, just, please. That's the tough part.
Neil Walker is hitting. McCutchen leaning. And he goes, and Whiteside's throw is not even close. It's the 19th steal for McCutchen. And you talk about the formula today. McCutchen has led off 3 innings with 2 walks and hit by a pitch. And he's either going down to second on a stolen base, which he has 2, or a wild pitch. And scored.
Well, I mean, that's such a catalytic spot in the lineup, and when your leadoff hitter's getting on, he can make all kinds of bad things happen for your club. But when he's got home run power, like McCutchen has, I mean, that's a whole different element you have to deal with. Today has been the Andrew McCutchen show. And you better pay close attention to him now, because he can steal third. Talked about earlier in the broadcast, McCutchen has tried 5 times to steal third. He has been successful all 5 times.
Blocked by Whiteside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sandoval, he's in on the grass, thinking that Walker might just lay down a bunt. Not likely, but might. Two balls and a strike.
Good pitch. Moto walked off the mound and gave Marquez, plate umpire, some stank eye. It would have been a pitcher strike, but if I'm Moto, I'd have wanted it.
And Moto again keeps an eye on McCutchen as Ramon Ramirez starts to head down to the bullpen. Two and one. On a play, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Very important that the Giants keep this deficit at 3. On deck, Garrett Jones. And now Walker steps out. Walker's having a good year. 9 home runs, 67 RBIs.
Wow. Another great pitch. Set up in that inside corner. Nails that fastball. Very close. Bruce Bochy's losing his mind.
Three and two. And the walk.
Well, not the end of the world with an open base. Sets up the force. But really O'Reilly's the free with a hit batsman and a walk. Yeah, Whiteside is arguing his case for his pitchers, trying to get those strikes for him. He's saying, you know, I think you're missing those pitches. I'm catching those things and they feel like strikes. So you go out and relay the message to the big man. Well, I've been talking to the guy. He says that ball's a little bit inside, a little high. Or he'll say he may have missed it, which sometimes umpires will tell you if catchers ask him. Not that that makes you feel a whole lot better if you're the pitcher.
Maybe later, but not at the time where things are falling apart all around you. Bruce Bochy now is coming out, and this is going to be a double switch.
Well, I think he did mention it too.
I think he did when he was walking away. I think he had to get a little something off his chest. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We're still in the 7th inning. Pirates have runners at first and second with nobody out. Affelt will be facing Garrett Jones.
Take a look at the numbers for Affelt. 1-2, 2.86 ERA. And I think he really is the best guy in the Giants staff to bring into an existing inning when you need to get a ground ball to try and get a couple of outs. I mean, he's got a fastball that'll go low 90s with good sink. And if he locates down around the knees, he will get ground balls. And he also has a curveball from some other planet. And it has been so consistent of late. He'll also throw a split at you.
And it's Garrett Jones at the plate. And a first pitch fastball fouled out of play. Jones is 1 for 4 in his career against Jeremy Affelt. Jones knocked in a run with a single over the head of Aubrey Huff in the 5th inning. Hits this to Huff. Huff's only play will be at first. Both runners advance.
You make a great pitch, and it's almost too good. You're looking for a ground ball to get 2 outs because he didn't hit it hard enough. You only get 1. Ticks you off. Still a great pitch, going right up the bat, blowing his bat up.
Ludwig will be walked.
Sinker baller out there like Affelt. Set that force back up again. Relax the middle of your defense in the infield.
Well, the situation will be the bases loaded with Matt Diaz coming up. Maybe you see Ramon Ramirez. The only lefty left on the bench is Ryan Doman, a switch hitter. Quinn Hurdle should choose to do that, and Bruce Bochy is going to let this one play out. Cabrera, Fontenot are going to play a double play depth. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Affel at the belt and the pitch, and Diaz takes a little bit outside to even the count.
Good pitch.
Breaking ball off the end of the bat, and that's going to fall. 1 run is going to score as Diaz bloops one into center field, and it's now 6-2. You know, all those breaks the Pirates weren't getting when they lost 10 straight. Look at me now.
Well, you're right. They've had good breaks in this series, but they're not going to apologize for them after getting none for 10 games.
Here's Wood. Wood takes a strike. Up the middle. Fontenot through Fontenot into center field. 2 runs are going to score, and that's going to break this one wide open.
That hurts. Boy, off the crack of the bat, you're thinking they have a chance to turn a pair. And once it got past Fontenot, an easy score for Ludwig and Walker. It's been ruled a base hit. Big curveball. Hit a 2-hopper, and it cannot be caught by Fontenot, and that one hurts.
And it's 8-2. Down low to Cedeno. Cedeno hitless in 3 at-bats. And he rolls this one foul. Three runs here in the 7th. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Out of play, 2-2. Eight hits now for both teams. This inning started out with McCutchen getting hit by a pitch.
And a 2-strike count.
And then Walker drew a walk. Well, the one thing that has been consistent, 6 walks in the game, all have scored, and a hit batter, and he has scored. And the payoff pitch to Cedeno is strike 3 call.
Now, all the damage today really has been done to the Giants by the top of the Pirates lineup. The 1-2 spots have scored 6 times. 4 of those by Andrew McCutchen, the leadoff hitter. Bottom of the lineup hasn't done a whole lot.
The 6 runs you're talking about, 4 walks, a hit batter, and a home run.
Ouch.
Here's McHenry, who bounces this one to Cabrera, and that'll finally retire the side. 3 on the board. It's 8-2 Pirates. Lead for the Pirates. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. Daniel McCutchen is the new pitcher.
53rd time that he has come in. And he is kind of the Guillermo Mota of the Pirates staff. I mean, he's a guy who can pitch really in any capacity, and that includes long relief. In that 19-inning game, he came in there, really went deep in the game, extended, but he's got the kind of arm that allows him to do that. McCutchen, just really one of those valuable assets you have to have. He's a former starter, and he can give you 4 looks: fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, high 80s, low 90s type fastball with whatever grip he's throwing at you, but he's a strike thrower.
Fontenot takes down low. It'll be Fontenot, Torres, and then Stewart here in the 7th inning. And so lots and lots of work to do. So 3 straight out of the strike zone. Walker is now at second base. Wood moves from second to third. And a 4-pitch walk to Fontenot. And here's Andres Torres.
It all started with a 4-pitch walk. Giants really haven't had a problem setting the table today. They've just had a problem taking advantage of it.
Torres singled in the 5th. Low. 5 in a row out of the zone. Cedeno coming in.
Well, join us for the next Giants broadcast on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. It'll be Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. That's Pacific time. Pre-game live at 3:30 as the Giants will take on the Florida Marlins. First of 3 over the weekend. And here are the matchups will be Matt Cain, Ricky Nolasco on Friday, Lincecum Vasquez Saturday matchup, and then Vogelsong and Hand will pitch the finale on Sunday. So join us if you would. All 3 broadcasts right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Are you ready for Florida?
I am. I'm already packed, by the way. I did it last night. Flip-flops and t-shirts. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2-1.
Well, I checked the Weather Channel, and we should be pretty good shape. High 80s in Florida, high 80s in Atlanta. Doesn't make a difference the last 3 days of the road trip in Houston. You're indoors.
Torres, center field, McCutcheon. 1 out.
That's the beautiful thing about having a 3-city road trip, and the last town you're playing in has a dome, so you know you're not going to get any rain delays or rain outs.
Here's Stewart batting for the first time. He came in on a double switch, and he takes low. Yeah, with Florida, you just kind of figure you're going to get 1 rain delay for sure.
A day.
That's fouled out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. However, not for the 2012 season. Their new ballpark will be ready.
Yeah, we've seen renderings of that new ballpark, and it's quite spectacular. I love it when a new ballpark comes into the league.
I do too.
After this one, it's going to be a while before the next one happens. I mean, everybody basically has a brand new ballpark, except for the Dodgers and the Cubs.
In the National League, you're right. Big chopper. Walker on the bag. Walker to first. And that double play ends the inning. 8th inning coming up. It's 8-2 Pirates. at AT Park. It'll be the Padres in on Tuesday, August 23rd. And they'll be back at it again on the 24th. Those are 2 night games. Then the Astros for 4 and the Cubs for 3. Go to sfgiants.com. So McCutchen is going to hit. McCutchen takes a pitch down low. McCutchen's had 3 at bats this year. He's 0 for 3. And he lines this one right at Fontenot. 1 out.
It's a seed. If you're a relief pitcher, I mean, you don't get a whole lot of at bats. Eat a ball like that, you're kind of bummed out. You don't get a knock for it.
That's right. Do everything right, you expect to be rewarded.
I always thought that was a great form of entertainment on a team. When a guy out of the bullpen got to take an at bat.
McCutchen has scored 4 runs in this game. He's had 1 hit. That was a 2-run home run in the 3rd.
You say, well, what's the big deal? I mean, guy gets the big leagues and he's pitching in the bullpen. I mean, he had to have gotten a lot of at bats at some point in his career. What's the difference? Well, I mean, there's a lot of bullpen guys that don't even take batting practice.
I don't think there's one on Giants. And you know, it may be that that's one of the rules. They're not allowed to. Only the starters take BP.
So when you find yourself getting an at bat, when you haven't had any batting practice, it's got to feel a little foreign in your hand. So yeah, I always thought it was fun.
Three and 1 to McCutchen. How about that?
It's just his day that I get strikes thrown to him. The one time they did throw him, this is what happened. A long home, I mean long home run. I'm talking 2/3 up the bleachers in left center.
Batting for the 2nd time, fouls it into the seats. Walker drew a walk in the 7th and scored. And Effelt cast that ball high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Backdoored him 1 and 2.
Such a big curveball. It's so easy to give up on it when you're in that batter's box. We've seen him throw some curveballs over the years that really are some of the best I've ever seen. Seen some pretty good breaking balls over the year. I think the best breaking ball in a Giants uniform I've ever seen. Rob Nin. He's throwing breaking balls at 93 miles an hour some nights.
Walker's gone on the strikeout.
Guy throws a 93-mile-an-hour breaking ball, and a big one too. Not talking about a little cutter.
Yeah.
Talking about a big snapper. I don't even think that's legal in about 30 states.
Yeah, Rob Nin used to try to get in touch with us once in a while. So I'm actually surprised that you even mentioned him.
I sense a little bitterness, Paul.
Ah, I'm bitter. He lives in Southern California. I'm not implying anything. 0-1 to Garrett Jones. The best 2-hitter sequence we saw against Affeldt. Brian Giles and Adrian Gonzalez a couple of years back.
And he went right through him with that breaking ball like they'd never seen a breaking ball.
It was 6 pitches, 6 breaking balls. See you later.
And we're talking about 2 guys who had it going. Giles now out of the ball game. Adrian Gonzalez over in Boston lighting it up. But Jeremy Affeldt made him look like they'd never seen a breaking ball.
Good fastball from Affeldt, velocity-wise at 94. Two-two pitch. And that's a foul ball. The bat's in fair territory.
That does not feel good.
It does not.
Let's hear it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Just go right up the bat with late movement. And I don't care how far you bend those elbows in, you're still not going to barrel that one.
In the dirt.
About all that bat's good for after you swing and hit it up the bat like that and have it blow up in your hand is stirring up paint cans.
Yep, paperweight. 3-2. Garrett Jones. Got him, and that'll end the inning. 3 strikeouts for Affeldt. Sandoval, Huff, and Ross coming up. Tonight at 6 p.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Damon Andrews and Scott Reese, they'll do the honors. Jamie Sires, she'll get reaction from the Giants clubhouse. We'll get a live report from 49ers camp. And here's Pablo Sandoval. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Brad Lincoln, the new pitcher now for Pittsburgh. Got a low to mid-90s fastball, pretty good changeup, and a kind of a slurvy breaking ball.
Xavier Paul moves out to right field. Sandoval looking to reach. And he will. It's 4-pitch walk.
Lincoln got called up from Indianapolis, and he was a starter down in AAA.
Huff doubled in the 4th inning. Scored on a Cabrera base hit. And he takes wide, and it's 1-0. Couple of walks, a single, a blast. Giants trying to do something to get back in it. And that strike evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lincoln at the belt and the pitch. In tight, 2 balls and 1 strike. There's Cody Ross waiting in the on-deck circle. Huff, big chopper, foul. Two balls, 2 strikes here in the 8th inning. And he got him looking.
That is a good breaking ball. When you're seeing a guy for the first time and he saves that for you with a 2-strike surprise, good luck. That's just, and at bat you lose to education. You can read all you want on an advanced scout report of a guy, what type of breaking ball he has, but when you see it like that for the first time, no chance.
Here's Cody Ross. Fouled out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Ramon Ramirez headed down to the bullpen. Lincoln throwing pretty hard. That fastball at 94, and Ross shoots it back. It's no balls and 2 strikes.
Got good stuff. Out of the University of Houston. Lincoln had a setback in 2007. Had to do the Tommy John surgery on his elbow.
Up high, 1-2. Certain types of pitchers more susceptible to that?
Yeah, you know, the pitches that are hardest on your elbow are the slider and the curveball. I think those are the type of guys that can break down.
And Ross out swinging.
And you can see, I mean, he's got an excellent breaking ball. It's something that he didn't learn to throw after he got to the big leagues.
I mean, what you see is you take a look at the breaking ball, but I mean, you'd think that you would see a lot of Tommy John on guys that maybe have pitched 8 to 10 years. But you see a lot of guys coming out of college that get it.
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't. Teams do not hesitate to still get a guy.
Cabrera bounces this one to third. It'll be Wood. And we'll continue this conversation when we come back. We will head to the 9th. All Pirates. Here in the 9th inning, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up in Smog experts. And your new pitcher is Ramon Ramirez.
Numbers, 47th game he's come into. He's had a good solid year for Bruce Bochy.
Rowan moving over, and this one's going to be off the bottom of the wall, and Ludwig with the leadoff double. Ludwig's 3rd hit of the day.
You know, we were talking about Tommy John and the confidence that professional baseball has in that surgery. We've seen guys who are prospects that are signed out of college that have arm problems. They diagnose it as something that can be corrected using the Tommy John surgery, and teams still pick them high, knowing that, you know, once you get the surgery, it's not something you're going to have to worry about. I've seen guys who've had Tommy John 2 times and still have continued careers.
Here's Paul. Xavier Paul batting for the first time. But if it has to be more than just wear and tear if a guy's coming out of college. And you can obviously throw too much, I'm sure, and it builds up if you've got a high school or college coach that's using you all the time. But I think you see 22-year-olds have, you know, that age have Tommy John as much as a 30-year-old. Swing and a miss by Paul.
Yeah, it's true. But it really depends on the individual. I mean, everybody's elasticity, healing properties are all different. But if you have a weakness in your elbow, you blow out, they can fix you, and you can still have a career. Whereas, you know, 30 years ago, you were done.
Done. High and wide to Paul, who's hitting .267.
The only thing with Tommy John, though, is that, you know, it's a very, very strict, regimented rehab that you go through, and you really can't hurry it up. It just takes time.
Well, Steven Strasburg is close to maybe not pitching in the big leagues, but starting to compete.
Strasburg, the #1 pick of the nation by the Washington Nationals, was throwing lights out, unbelievable baseball before he hurt his elbow. He Tommy John, and they say he's going to be back, you know, shortly with a rehab start here.
Three and two now to Paul. Wood to follow. We're in the 9th. 8-2 Pirates. And the walk. Walks are adding up in this game. Eight walks.
And a hit batsman. 9 free passes. And it's so uncharacteristic of Giants pitching. They don't usually create opportunity for free.
Wood, it's a double play ball. Cabrera will take it himself, and Huff digs it out. Two down here in the 9th inning.
Now let's watch the play. Cabrera says, I can get this one myself. Fontenot just says, I'm out of here. Xavier Paul getting kicked in the head to boot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you wear helmets.
Here's Cedeno.
shaking out the cobwebs.
Cedeno 0 for 4, takes a strike. He looks fine.
We're good. Of course, it is easy for us to say.
Oh, of course it is. Two and two. The fact that Cabrera took it himself, he was right at the edge of probably not being able to take it himself. But he pulled it off. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Cedeno hits one up the middle. Cabrera's going to go behind the bag. He's not going to be able to come up with it. And it'll be an infield hit and an RBI for Cedeno. So a run here in the ninth. That'll go on Ramirez's ERA. And the hitter is Michael McHenry. Swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
Guys close out the homestand today, and then tomorrow hop on a plane, head to South Florida to start the first of 10 on the road.
Down the right field line, Cody Ross heads up. As Cody Ross runs into that short wall.
Oh yeah. Found a friend over there. All right. Father and son come to the yard. Junior gets a ball. This would have been the play of the day. I mean, a lot of obstacles over there. Not an easy play, but in the end, Cody Ross, as always, making new friends.
Cody's got kids about that age. High to McHenry. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cody Ross headed back to one of the teams he played for, the Florida Marlins. And that'll end the inning. So a run on 2 hits and a walk. 9-2 Pirates. Here in the bottom of the ninth, when it's time for a change things speedy oil change and tune-up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Well, the all-star closer for the Pirates, Joel Hanrahan, coming in for some work. I don't want him to sit idle going into off day, going into the series against Milwaukee, which really is going to be an extremely important series for these Pirates. But This is what he has done. 30 for 31 with save opportunities. 42 strikeouts against 8 walks in 50 innings. He has really put up numbers like an all-star would. And he throws hard. Big time hard. 95, 99 with a hard slider. And we're talking live hard.
Rowan on the first pitch dumps one to right, and making a sliding catch is Paul. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Nice play. Paul's very athletic, got good speed, but you had to have a good jump to come in and snag this one. We thought the crack of the bat it might have a chance to fall, but Xavier Paul says,
We'll have none of that. So here's DeRosa. DeRosa takes a called strike. Fontenot to follow. Ten hits for the Pirates, 8 hits for the Giants. And DeRosa bounces this one to Wood at third. And DeRosa's gone, and Fontenot will be the last hope for the Giants. The Pittsburgh Pirates tomorrow, very special day. Maybe the highlight of their season tomorrow.
They get to go back to Wisconsin?
An off day in Wisconsin.
Oh. The fact that you're from Wisconsin, there's no bias there.
Oh, yeah, lots of bias.
Oh, okay.
Cannot deny that as Fontenot fouls it out of play. So you take a lap around the Pfister, man. You can kill at least 20 minutes doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Fontenot out of play again. Now it's 1-2.
The Pfister is the hotel the Giants stay in when they go to Milwaukee. It definitely has the best hotel lobby in all of baseball. So you can kill 20 minutes there.
Yes, you can. Fontenot takes low. Plus, there are a number of baseball people around the National League that truly believe that it is haunted. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fontenot bounces this one foul.
Well, it could be haunted.
Well, it's more haunted this year with the Brewers' home record than any other year. Brewers in the National League Central have a 4-game lead on the Cardinals, and they will play tonight. Brewers are 41-15 at home. And that's a strikeout, and that ends the ball game. So the Giants end up 3-7 on this homestand, and they lose today as Jeff Carson strikes out 9, and Jonathan Sanchez couldn't find the strike zone. And a disappointing homestand for the Giants.
Well, 3-7 is a disappointing homestand, but they're going to have to find ways to crank it up and get some energy going into Friday night as they head out to South Florida. Today it was just not a good day for the pitchers, and the Pirates, to their credit, took full advantage of the gifts.
Pirates take 2 out of 3, and today your final, it's the Pirates 9 and the Giants 2. Stay tuned. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews in the